Nur Jahan, the Empress who hunted tigers and ran India. In 1627, the most powerful person in the Mughal Empire, the richest empire on earth, wasn't the emperor, it was his wife. She hunted tigers with a musket, shooting 6 in one day. She designed gardens and architecture still standing today. She issued coins in her own name. She controlled trade, appointed generals, and decided matters of war and peace. Her name was Nur Jahan, Light of the World. The 20th and favorite wife of Emperor Jahangir, she rose from refugee widow to de facto ruler of India for over a decade. European travelers called her the true power behind the throne. Persian chroniclers wrote that Jahangir was emperor in name only. How did one woman seize control of one of history's greatest empires? And why did her fall come so suddenly? This is the extraordinary story of Nur Jahan, the empress who ruled India with a tiger's ferocity. From Persian nobility to Mughal refugee, Nur Jahan was born Mir Nisa in 1577 near Kandahar in modern Afghanistan to a high-ranking Persian noble family fleeing Safavid Persia. Her father, Mirza Ghiyas Beg, sought fortune at the court of Akbar the Great, the Mughal emperor who ruled most of India. The journey was brutal. Legend says the family was robbed on the road, and Mir Nisa was born in the desert under a tree. A caravan merchant helped them reach Akbar's court. Akbar rewarded Ghiyas Beg's talent, making him a high official. The family rose rapidly. Mir Nisa grew up in the luxurious Mughal harem, educated in Persian poetry, art, music, and administration. She was renowned for her beauty, intelligence, and sharp wit. At 17, in 1594, she married a Persian soldier named Ali Kuli Istajlu, titled Shir Afghan, Tiger Slayer, for killing a tiger single-handed. They had one daughter, Ladli Begum. Life seemed secure until 1605, when Akbar died and his son Selim became Emperor Jahangir. In 1607, tragedy struck. Shir Afghan was killed in a confrontation with the governor of Bengal. Official story, he attacked first. Many believe Jahangir ordered the murder to clear the way for a beautiful widow he had admired years earlier. Mir Nisa, now 30, was brought to court as a lady-in-waiting to Jahangir's stepmother. For 4 years, she served quietly, designing clothes, perfumes, and gardens, while plotting her comeback. The tiger hunt that changed everything. The turning point came on Nowruz, the Persian New Year, in March 1611. Jahangir held a grand festival in the palace gardens. He visited the women's bazaar, where high-born ladies sold crafts. One stall stood out. Exquisite embroidery, perfumes, and designs. Behind it was Mir Nisa. Jahangir was captivated. Legend says he declared,
"I have found the light of the world."
17 days later, they married. Jahangir bestowed on her the title Nur Jahan. She quickly became his favorite, his 20th wife, but effectively the only one who mattered. Jahangir was a complex ruler, brilliant patron of arts, but addicted to alcohol and opium. Nur Jahan managed his habits, nursed him through illness, and gained his absolute trust. She formed the junta of 3, herself, her father, now Itmad-ud-Dullah, her brother Asif Khan, and later Prince Khurram, future Shah Jahan. Together they controlled appointments, trade, and policy. Nur Jahan's power grew unprecedented. She received foreign ambassadors. She issued farmans, imperial orders, in her own name. Coins were struck bearing her name and titles. European travelers like Thomas Roe, English ambassador, wrote, "The king relies entirely on her and her family." Hunter, designer, ruler. Nur Jahan was no mere consort. She was an accomplished hunter. Jahangir's memoirs record her killing tigers from atop an elephant with a musket, once bagging 4 tigers with 6 shots in one day. She invented new perfumes, designed women's clothing still influential in South Asia, and pioneered the use of marble in architecture. Her father's tomb, Itmad-ud-Daulah's mausoleum in Agra, is called the Baby Taj, a jeweled box of white marble inlay that directly inspired the Taj Mahal. She built gardens, caravanserais, and mosques across the empire. But her real power was political. She controlled the lucrative trade in indigo, spices, and textiles. She granted Jagirs, land revenues, to loyal nobles. She negotiated with the Safavids and Deccan sultans. When Portuguese pirates attacked Mughal ships, Nur Jahan pushed for war. The Mughals captured Hooghly and forced Portuguese submission. She even commanded troops indirectly, appointing generals and directing campaigns. For 15 years, from 1611 to 1627, Nur Jahan was the true ruler of India. The succession crisis and fall. The empire's future hinged on succession. Jahangir had 4 sons. The eldest died young. The third, Khusrau, was blinded after rebellion. The main contenders: Prince Khurram, Shah Jahan, Nur Jahan's stepson and son-in-law, married to her niece, Mumtaz Mahal, and Prince Shahryar, her son-in-law, married to her daughter, Ladli. Nur Jahan backed Shahryar, the weakest candidate, to keep power in her family. She arranged his marriage to Ladli and promoted him aggressively. Khurram rebelled in 1622 to 1626, refusing to fight in the Deccan unless given more power. Civil war loomed. Jahangir's health collapsed from years of excess. In 1627, while traveling, Jahangir died. Nur Jahan tried to crown Shahryar in Lahore, but her brother, Asif Khan, father-in-law to Khurram, betrayed her. He seized the treasure, declared Khurram emperor, Shah Jahan, and arrested Nur Jahan's supporters. Shahryar was blinded and imprisoned. Nur Jahan was confined to house arrest in Lahore, given a generous pension of 200,000 rupees annually. Final years and enduring legacy. Nur Jahan spent her last 18 years in quiet retirement. She built a magnificent mausoleum for her parents and, later, for Jahangir and Shahryar, Lahore. She raised Ladli's daughter and lived simply compared to her glory days. She died in 1645 at age 68 and was buried in her own tomb near Jahangir's, modest by her standards, but still beautiful. Nur Jahan's legacy is complex. She proved a woman could rule one of history's greatest empires, not through birth, but through intelligence, charisma, and ruthless politics. Her architectural influence shaped the Mughal Golden Age. The Taj Mahal owes much to her aesthetic. She empowered women in court, showing they could hunt, design, and govern. Yet she was vilified by later chroniclers as manipulative and power-hungry. European accounts admired her, Persian ones often criticized. In modern India and Pakistan, she's celebrated as a feminist icon and one of the most powerful women in pre-colonial history. Nur Jahan didn't just sit behind the throne, she ruled from it. She turned tragedy into empire, widowhood into dominance, and for a shining moment, the light of the world illuminated one of the greatest courts on earth. Do you think she was a brilliant ruler or a dangerous manipulator? Subscribe. Next video, the discovery of a Viking woman engraved BJ 581.